Get the first flight out to the press conference out there in LA.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I think
you
so.
Sure?
I think so. You know, I'm ready for November 9th. I went in there, I didn't take, hardly any punishment. Of course, I had a hard training camp, so of course I want to take a few days off, but I want to get back in the ring as soon as possible.
Now, I know you haven't been on your phone, you've been taking care of other things, but Logan Paul actually mentioned Eddie Hearn and requested for you to be on that undercard. He said, Eddie, could we make this happen? So
He's a big fan. He was watching tonight, and there's been a lot of chat from, like I said, from the internet saying, it's an insult a fighter going on the undercard and fight it's 20,000 people at the Staples Center. It's millions of people watching around the world. That's called a global platform to showcase your talent.
Devin, speaking of a global platform to showcase your talent, is there any style of opponent or specific opponent that you want to showcase what you're made out of on the undercard of Logan Paul?
That's really up to my team. I'm willing to fight whoever, and I've been saying this for a long time. Whoever they put in front of me, I'll beat. I'm able to adjust to anybody. I feel like I'm one of the best fighters in the world, and I'm willing to showcase my skills against whoever they put in front of me.
You just headlined last week. You have to self-fight your pride to be on the undercard platform.
Say it again.
You have to self-fight your pride to be on the undercard.
No, they have a big following, and like you said, I just headline here. I'm going on their card, and I'm happy to be on the card. Like I said, it's good for boxing, and it's gonna bring a lot more fans, to Devin, Haney, and to boxing period.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your poise in the ring is unbelievable. It shows that it's showing that you're a lot older than only 20. But talk about your dad and what he means to you in your professional career. What he brings to the table in boxing.
My dad means so much. He means everything to my career. My dad was the first person, who brought me to the gym. He taught me how to throw my first jab before I was even boxing. He taught me how to put my hands up, and just protect myself. So my dad means a lot. Without my dad, I wouldn't be here. My dad, he came up, really with the game plan to go in there in the ring tonight, and I just went in there and executed it. Like I said, without my dad, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I'm thankful for him, and I appreciate him. He doesn't get a lot of attention because people they try to say oh this trainer, but really my dad is behind the science behind Devin Haney.
Trainer of the year.
Now you had that last fight against Antonio Moran at the MGM over in the Washington D.C. area, and now here in the MSG. What do you think that you worked on from those past two fights, and I would say over the past couple of years that makes you seem so patient in the ring and being able to be real focused when you're going up against your opponent?
I've been saying this now. I'm only getting better. And that's why I keep saying those guys, they better fight me now because as time go on, I'm only gonna get better. So it's only gonna get worse for them. I train hard in the gym. Like I said, I sacrifice. I work on many different things, and I'm a student of the game. So every fight I'm gonna get better.
Now, I see that you're here at 135. How long will it be until you start to move up to 140 and 147? According to you.
My weight cut went actually really good for this fight. I felt great. I'll stay at 135, if I can get a big fight, but I'm not gonna stay here, forever. I'm not gonna stay here, too long, but I'm willing to stay here for, a little bit longer, because I want to get a title at 135 and then move up. I don't want to, miss the 135 division, without getting a title. I want to be a multi-division world champion. So, it starts at 135.
Gotcha.
There was a few people here that feel like you're too green for Lomachenko. I personally feel like that you would defeat Lomachenko. What do you see in Vasil Lomachenko? I believe I see what you see in Lomachenko, that you can defeat him. But there's some people that here tonight that think you're too green to defeat Lomachenko.
Lomachenko is a great fighter. I take nothing away from him. And that's exactly why I want to fight him, because he's a great fighter. And no disrespect to any of his other opponents, but it was obviously too green for him too. So if I'm too green, let me just go on the list with all the other green fighters that he fought.
That's right, money. That's right, money.
That's why he's the dream.
I've got a question for Bell. How do you assess Devin's performance tonight? And the second part of that question, do you feel that he's ready for something like Lomachenko, considering his amateur career and what he's in the pro ranks?
I mean, every fight, Devin is getting better and better, and like he keeps reiterating, it's only going to get worse. I think he did great with this fight. I mean, we expected him to go in and use his jab and break him down. Kind of like the Floyd thing. Everyone saw the last fight and saw the knockout, and he kind of like was thinking about his right hand. But all through camp, I stressed that his jab, he had the best jab in the business, and he went out and he broke him down with his jab, and he set up the right hand.
Why not trust the mandatory fight against Lomachenko? If you take a fight in November, won't that allow Lomachenko to take a fight before the unification match?
Well, Lomachenko is already going to fight the unification match. That's pretty much set in stone. There's nothing we really can do about that. So I'm not going to just sit around and wait for Lomachenko. Of course, I want to stay busy. So I'm going to defend my interim world title, and we'll see what happens.
Eddie, I know you'll fight just about anybody. You'll fight Lomachenko. You'll fight Canelo if you want to. But would you rather see your son fight somebody like Campbell, just gonna make a couple guys that like up there in the ranking, or you just jump right into Lomachenko? You just wanted to fight Lomachenko off the bat if you had it.
Well, I mean, we wanted to fight originally Luke Campbell for the title, and that was what we went into it with Eddie in hopes that we could have made that fight happen. I think he's had 5 fights on television now, and I think they've been flawless performances. As far as Lomachenko, I don't see anyone on Lomachenko's list that Devin could handle as well. I don't see it as being a problem. So I mean, of course, we want Lomachenko. He wants to make the biggest fights and the best fights, and part of the reason of is going with Eddie as well is because he makes the best fights, and I think he's going to make the fight with Lomachenko sooner or later.
One thing that I can say is, if I'm just so easy, if I'm so green, if I'm not ready, why not just fight me and beat me? Get me out the way. If I saw somebody and it was just an easy payday and it was just something, I would fight him too. So why not just fight me and get me out the way? I'm talking a lot. I'm making a lot of buzz. I'm calling his name every single day. I DM'd him on Instagram. He didn't respond. Why not just get me out the way?
Oh, you a beast! Oh, you a beast! Can't beat the devil. Lomachenko can't beat the devil.
Well, before he starts getting too expensive, I'd love to get him to the UK. Actually, after the fight, I went on social media. He was trending #1 in the UK, which basically, obviously, it was live on Sky Sports tonight. There's a lot of people staying up to watch it. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and every boxing fan in the UK is staying up to watch it. Now, I'd even like to take him to Saudi Arabia and box on the Joshua. I mean, there's so many things that I want to do, and part of the plan is to box him all over America as well. We've done Washington now, we've done New York, now we do LA, but there's also the UK, there's the Middle East, there's Asia. When you talk about building a global star, this is what I keep saying about Saudi Arabia. People moan about Saudi Arabia. It's another world out there. America's a great country, so is Britain. But it's a big place, and the people of the Middle East, the people of the Far East, the people in Asia, everyone can be a Devin Haney fan. So I feel like if you're selling boxing, this is the person that you want to showcase the sport. Yeah. What time is it? What do we need?
He's Lomachenko. Beat up Lomachenko.
Lomachenko
I name out there, like, I mentioned is Mike Garcia. I heard, Eddie Hearn, possibly, Mike joining the zone. Why not Mike Garcia? Loma doesn't want to face him. 135 for
I don't think you see Garcia at 35 again, but 40 maybe. I mean, all these fights.
I'm asking Haney. Haney, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, Mike's the name out there.
Yeah, like.
What do you think about Mikey? What's
like Eddie said, I really don't know what weight class he's gonna fight.
Easy pick.
I heard that he was coming back at 147, but like I said, I can say this, over and over and over again. I'm not turning down no smoke. I'm willing to fight the best fighters. I'm willing to fight everybody. I want to showcase my skills, and I'm ready for whoever. Period.
He was campaigning while Mikey Garcia was champ. We were campaigning in the WBC. He was one of the guys that was on the list as well. So, Mikey.
But like even at 140, the matchups are just like Devin against Jose Ramirez.
They're all there.
Great fight. Jose against the winner of Progress against Taylor. Devin against the winner of Progress against Taylor. Great fight. Javonte Davis. I mean, they've got history. They want that fight bad. The future. I mean, again, 20. Like, all this ahead of him. I said to him tonight, the world is your oyster. It really is.
Tank is coming into the division, bringing a lot of noise. Are you going to fight Tank down the road? Is that a fight that you would like to have if you don't get Lomachenko?
Yes. Of course. That's a big fight for me. I would love that fight. Like I said, I could keep saying this over and over and over again.
All the smoke.
Anybody can get it.
Period.
Have you guys ever had a conversation about you fighting Tank, and what does he say to you about that?
No, we never had a conversation about that. Floyd's a smart guy, you know that, right?
Hey Devin, let's talk about also you being your promoter as well. I mean, you're a boxer, but also the DHP right behind you. You had some promotion going on. What's that experience like, having out in the zone and being a fighter/promoter?
It's great. My fighter, Darren Cunningham, he fought on the card. He's somewhere around here, but he went in there. He got the rounds in, and I'm happy for him. And this don't need to start. As I get bigger, my company is only going to get bigger, and I'm just happy with the way everything is going.
That's right.
Speaking of fight, you'd like to showcase your talents in the Bay Area.
Oh, of course. I would love to go back home and fight. That would be crazy. Yeah, that'd be lit. That's a dream come true. We were looking to fight there. For this fight.
Now we know that you had back and forth with Robert Easter. Is that a fight that you pursued?
No. I remember the time where I wanted to fight Robert Easter, and he was acting like I didn't exist, and he was like dissing me, saying, "Who am I?" and nobody knew me. So, guess what? Who is that? I don't even know him. I
Alright guys, we have two more.
Dev, another fight that you've had before in the amateurs is Ryan Garcia. He was supposed to fight tomorrow, fell out.
He'll fly over there now. You can fight him tomorrow night.
No, yeah, you're exactly right.
Phone Golden Boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got the opponent.
Let's go. I'm ready. Show me the money.
But is that a fight that realistically you would want? Because I mean, you'd have to think the way you're looking that they'd be ducking that fight, right? I mean, you guys have fought already in the amateurs. Is that a fight that you're going to be looking for?
I don't know if they ducking the fight or not. I seen Oscar did an interview. I want to say yesterday or the day before, saying how he was going to watch my fight, and that was a fight that they wanted to make happen. So yeah, of course, I think that can be a big fight one day, and we can make it happen. A lot of people are interested in that fight, and one day that fight will happen. As long as he keeps winning. No shade though, no shade.
Alright guys, wouldn't be the same without your support. Thank you so much for coming tonight and supporting Devin Haney. Thank you very much.
Anytime.